Welcome back. We are starting to get our freezer full of all these yummy ingredients. I'm going to make a ton of pizzas, and I have not made large pizzas in a very long time. We started making individual single-size pizzas and putting them in the air fryer. So it's probably been years, but this is something that we used to always do. And actually my husband and I would do it together. We'd tag team it, get a bunch and put them in the freezer. So I am going to start off by getting some warm water in this mixer, and I'm going to do a new recipe, and I'm going to triple it, which might be a bad idea, but I feel like it's pizza, it's bread, like we can't really go wrong. So that is 6 cups of water, and it's like room temperature-ish, kind of warm. I need 1.5 tablespoons per recipe. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, that's 2 recipes, 4, and then a half. Okay, and this recipe is actually quite larger than the one that I normally make. So we're gonna make 9 pizzas today. And then it says a pinch of sugar. I'm gonna give it a tablespoon because I feel like that's 3 pinches. Mix this around and let it proof. We are going to need to buy some yeast after pantry challenge is over because this is all that I have left. Okay, this is actually proofed really quickly. I am going to get in some olive oil. I need 1.5 teaspoons per recipe. 3 teaspoons is a tablespoon, so I need 1.5 tablespoons. Okay, and then 5.25 cups of flour, which is a lot per recipe, so it's 15.75, which I might need to get more flour out. I'm gonna use bread flour because I think I'm gonna use it up, and then I'll be able to have 2 containers for flour, which will be more convenient when I have sourdough classes because I can have 2 people using it at the same time. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, and then I'm gonna keep out the extra just to see. We're gonna see how this does. I may have overfilled this, but I was thinking that I've put 10 in my small one, so I'm thinking perhaps we'll be okay. All right, let's see how it goes. I think I might have overfilled this. So let's get this all back down in here. Okay, so I definitely overfilled it. I'm gonna take half it out, let it knead half at a time, and then put the other half back in. I just Googled, and 1,300 grams is 10.4 cups, and I thought my other recipe has that many. I'm gonna go check that other recipe and see how many cups I actually use. Ugh, but I want this to still get kneaded, but I think we should only do half it at a time. All right, there we go. Okay, so this is half the dough, and it's even coming up over the top. Also, this dough, I haven't used the recipe before, but it seems less wet than I would like it. But what I'm realizing is, yes, my other recipe was 10 cups, and I'm able to do it in my other mixer. So I'm thinking this doesn't have any more capacity than the one that I have. It just is a bigger bowl. So maybe that's not a good thing. I kind of don't think that really needed it all together. I'm going to get all this dough just back in there to rise for a few hours. You guys, it's only been like 15 minutes and this dough has risen so much. I think because it had so much yeast in it. So let's tip all of this out. Okay, I'm going to cut this into 9, just approximate. And I don't think I'm gonna par bake. I have always par baked my pizzas, but I don't think I'm going to today. I'm gonna probably need to get a scale out just to make them closer because this is pretty far off, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't want 10. Okay, let's see what this one is. 13 ounces. That seems like a lot. 12 ounces. So maybe 12 is the way to go. You know, I have no idea how many ounces my typical pizzas are. Okay, well I've got 10 and a little bit at 12 ounces. So I think that's where I'm gonna land. It said each recipe is 2 or 3 pizzas. And that would be 9 max. It just seems huge. I'm going to pre-shape these into little balls and then let them rest for a few minutes, and then we will get them into a pizza shape. I only have 9 trays. Okay, while these rise, let's get our other ingredients, all our toppings and everything ready. Okay, I got out the big spices. I got out our pepperoni, got out some olives, and then some tomato paste. We're going to make our own sauce out of tomato paste. So I'm gonna get a big jar, or big can, and a little can of tomato paste into here. Then we're gonna add a bit of water to rehydrate this into a sauce and add a bunch of spices, and then we have ourselves pizza sauce. Ow. I've got to say, I never have luck opening these little teeny tiny jars. They always give me some type of a problem. Okay. After the initial fail, that one went decent. Let's get these in here. I usually put oil on the edges, and I'm debating on if I want to do that. I think I probably should. Like the crust. I probably should. I usually do a garlic oil. All right, let's get some water. I'm just gonna use this same container. And you know, since I'm gonna be mixing that, I'm gonna get all the spices in as well. We're gonna do a lot of Italian seasonings, clearly. This is granulated garlic. And then some onion powder. Okay, patiently mix this up since it's very easy to splash it. So my plan with these, I'm gonna get them in the freezer. I bought some bags that are big enough to fit the entire pizza sheet in. That's what I used to do in the past. Although I found bags much cheaper. I used to use like a 2-gallon Ziploc, and now I'm just going to use a bag that I can put like a twist tie on. And that'll work out well. This might need a little bit more liquid. Smells good though. Oh, you know what I need to add is like a touch of sugar to it, I think. Let me taste it. Actually, let me get a little bit more liquid first. Okay, that's a much better consistency. Let's give this a taste. It does not need any sugar. Okay, so that's good. Let's get our olives open. And drain, so I'm gonna do that over the sink. Okay, I've got a bunch of cheese, and I am going to make some garlic oil. Now I don't really think I'm gonna be able to do an assembly line because there's not enough room for that over here. So, Get everything out of here that I don't need, which is not much. Well, they might not have sat long enough. I'm gonna use, I don't usually use a rolling pin for this, but perhaps we should. I might need to let this rest a little longer. Let's pick one from the top and see if it's better. Too much stuff everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna move everything back. So I've never really pre-shaped my dough before. I always just let it be like poofy after it had just risen. So this is different for me. It's making it a little bit more complicated, I think, because I'm not waiting long enough. Normally I just use my hands and like push the dough. And I want this to be approximately the same size as this. So we're not there yet. Maybe it was fine to have the extra. I think I'm just so used to the little ones. I wonder if I should have taken, maybe 12 ounces isn't enough for a pizza. Huh. But I do know though is usually my pizzas are too thick. So if I can make it thinner, that's probably preferred. I'm also wondering, should I put cornmeal down on the bottom? I think I like the texture and taste of it, but I also don't want it to like pull back in. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do this. This seems to be working. Well, after lots of wondering, I think we're good. Let me set that to the side. Maybe I'll just do another one of those and continue on. And then I'll just do all the toppings at once. Maybe then I can like lay a few out. Okay, that has seemed to work really well, so I'm going to continue to do the rest of them, and then we will put all the toppings on them. I thought I'd show you how much faster this has been going now that these have had a little bit more time to sit. I think I'm halfway through, but I've been able to just like get this squished out and then put on the tray. I guess rolled out, but it seems like squish because that's what it's doing. And it's been going super quick. This one's taking a little longer, of course. I think it's because the ones up there were done first. You know what I've never tried before? I've never tried freezing dough. I think I might do that with the 2 little bits of dough. Okay, so from what I've heard, the time to freeze your pizza dough is after it's risen, and then you just take it out and thaw it. I don't know. We're gonna try it. Okay, so hopefully these aren't too stuck together. I am going to spread them out. I think I can just do probably 3 at a time. Okay, so we're going to assembly line this. Hopefully it works out okay. I'm going to try to get Just the edge brushed with a little bit of garlic butter. This is hanging on the edge. I don't like that. This is very different than I'm not par baking these. I'll let you know later if that was a bad choice. But I feel like I see a lot of people don't typically par bake their pizza dough. Now for the sauce. It's kind of thickened up on itself. I might add a bit of water. I'm known for putting too much sauce on pizzas, so I want to avoid doing that if I can. But I also want to make sure I go to the edge. Okay, last one. Okay. Let's get the cheese. And we always do pepperoni and olives. That's just our favorite. Oh, that's cold. This cheese is still a little bit frozen. Pepperoni. All right, olives. I might make one of these right now for lunch. That sounds good. Oh no, run away. Last up that I like to do is add a little bit of Italian seasons over the top, or Italian seasoning. And then I just need to do this again for the rest of them. So 2 more times, and then we will be back to put them all in bags. And the oven's preheating, so one of these will be going in the oven. Love it. You guys, okay, I got them all made. I ran out of olives, so these 3 don't have olives, but that's fine because sometimes what we do is if we get pizzas from the store, we'll just add olives after. So I'm gonna get 2 of these in here, and I do have a pizza stone in my oven. So I'm gonna set that on the pizza stone. Put this one on there too. I'm gonna make 2. And then we will give these a taste and see how they turn out. Now I've got some bags that I can get these in, and these need to go in the freezer. So these are just some big bags. I made sure they were big enough to go around these like Dollar Tree pans. So, oh gosh, don't do it like that. Let me move this. Much better. Twisty tie it up, get them in the freezer, and we've done some meal prep today. Okay, to the freezer, these all go. I did end up with a little bit of extra sauce and a little bit of extra pepperoni, but otherwise that used almost everything. So I think I probably should just get an extra pizza pan for next time, because then I'd be able to use like 1 whole pack of that and then all the dough. There we go. You guys, I should have looked at this with you for the first time. Look at how big those are poofing up. That's fantastic. You guys, I'm out of practice. I forgot to dock them. So we've got like air bubbles happening. I'm just going to go in there and poke the few out. Well, these look beautiful. I'm hoping that they're not going to be stuck to the bottom because of how I prepared them and I didn't put cornmeal down. But they look delicious. I'm going to let them cool for a little bit and then we will cut into them and try them. Okay, update. I was just seeing if they were stuck. This one, not stuck at all. Perfect. This one was very stuck. I had to go around and get the edges. So I think what happened was when I stacked them, that was probably a wrong call. But this one was just fine. So let's cut into them. Cut some slices out of this. Hopefully they're cooked all the way through. Whoa, see, this one's definitely not stuck. This is as not stuck as you could possibly be. See how bad the damage is over here. This is like the worst spot of it. I need a glove. Mitten. Well, okay, whoops. Is it cooked all the way through? Yeah, I think so. So that was definitely stuck. They're not all like that. Okay. So they're coming off. Let's check this one. That one's like perfect though. Okay, I want to give it a try. I'm just a little worried that I'm going to burn my mouth. This is my new favorite pizza dough. This is amazing. It's like, because there's so much yeast in it, it's so light and airy. The one that stuck is still good, but doesn't have the crunch on the bottom. Otherwise though, this is so good. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd love to see you. I've made tons of pizzas before, so I'll leave some here and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.